if that's a game that you guys need to hold on to the memory of how this feels, just kind of your thoughts on the day and kind of that sentiment.
Well, I agree with them. I mean, you can't be forgetting why it ended up like that, especially when we got to play them at the most important time of the year. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're going to have to remember it. We're going to have to learn from it, study it, and understand it, because, like, we're going to have to be a lot better than that. That's 2 out of our last 3 games were like that.
Andrew Cogliano talked about the mental mistakes in this game, and I know you had mentioned mental fatigue that that was shown last week. Is that something that kind of crept up, obviously?
No. So, like, when we have a game like we had last week against Dallas, and it comes up out of the blue after playing 3 and 4, you're coming off the road, like, there was so many uncharacteristic things that we did in that game that, you know, there's got to be a reason for it, right? There's no question that in that game we had to be better, right? But, like, some of the things we did, I told you, they were just flat out, like, not thinking, right? Because I thought we were there to compete in that game. So that's fatigue. But we just had 2 days off, really good practice. You know, we're 1 full day. Some guys hit the ice. Some guys did recovery work the second day. Then you have a full practice and you're playing an afternoon game. That's not fatigue. You're not getting more rest than that in this league ever. So that you can't use it as an excuse. Like, I felt like we got out-competed in the first. Like, some of the decisions that you make when you're competing and you're skating and you're working, you cover up mistakes. When you're not, and you're not competing, you make a bad mistake or a bad read someplace, it never gets covered up. It ends up in the back of your net. And there was just way too many easy goals. But when I look at it, first period, like, we're getting beat to our net off the boards. You're getting beat off the boards in the cycle. You're getting beat to the net off the rush. Like, they're just outworking you. And then, like, some of the decisions in the second period that led to some odd man rushes against, part of it's work ethic. It's getting back above pucks immediately. Like, there's hesitation and rest in our game, more rest than hesitation, and like, you can't rest against a team like Winnipeg. I mean, as good as we think we are as a team, they're ahead of us.
Goaltenders sometimes have to save the team's bait.
Yeah.
Is Gorgiev capable of that right now?
Well, he didn't make the big save tonight, so he's grouped in with the rest of our team.
Is it a consideration to perhaps get him going, playing him tomorrow?
Well, he'll play tomorrow now, yeah.
Given how you framed it as a playoff type game, is it what happened today disappointing, concerning?
All the above, yeah.
Gerard left in the first. Any update on him?
Concussion protocol, yeah. I think he hit his head on the ice. I haven't seen the hit yet. I saw him go down, and then he left right after that.
Coach, you said that it's concerning. Are you getting concerned that this team maybe isn't gearing up when they need to?
We'll see. We're going to find out soon enough. It's concerned. Like, it's my job to be concerned when we're giving up goals, chances that I don't like, that are repetitive mistakes, whether it's mental, structural, competitive mistakes, then I get concerned. I'm only not concerned when our team's cooking with gas and playing exactly the way I think they should play.
You've used the word focus in talking about something that has lacked over this last stretch. Where do you think the focus has been? Are they not focused on the present moment enough and looking too far ahead into game one?
Yeah, I know I use this on you every once in a while, but that's a better question for them. Yeah.
Is this one of those ones where the team game starts to break down? Then maybe there's a little bit of finger pointing, like, this is your guy, not my guy.
I didn't feel it tonight. No, I didn't feel any of that. We haven't had that in our room for a long time. I think, like, when we're bad, they understand it and they're accountable. Just like it's a huge game, right? And that's the way we came out in the first period. Like, our starts, like we have to be ready to go from the drop of the puck. Like, we just did it 2 days ago against Mini. Now, this is a really good team, but it doesn't change the fact that you got to be ready to start. You can't wait into hockey games.
And I said, wanted to hang on to this one, but we talked yesterday about the turnover afternoon game to another afternoon game being maybe a little bit tough on you guys, for coaches, to go over what went wrong in this game to get ready to get into the next game.
Yeah, because you run out of time, but we got lots of time after that. We can regurgitate it if we need to.
Right.
Not to get ahead of things here, but is this something that you can put in your back pocket for a series against Winnipeg if it is Winnipeg?
Oh, well, we're going to be breaking Winnipeg down for the next week, but we got some games to play first. But we're certainly going to use, like, they came out and played their first period exactly where they're going to play, exactly where they have played all season long. Look what happens. So you got to find solutions.
A few last ones, Evan in front, or Eric?
The decision to go back to Georgiev, is that more just because he left the game early? Is it more because you didn't see what you wanted to see in hand and when he took over? Like, where is the thought process on that?
It's my decision. I mean, like, I didn't love either one of them, you know, so we'll go back to our starter tomorrow. He's got to get us back on track.
Okay, thanks, Jared.
Thanks, Coach.